What is going on, Virgo? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct, and this is going to be your reading for the month of May. Definitely, Virgo, I don't think I did a reading for you in April, so sorry about that. Right back at it, though. And we're going to jump right into your energies, and let's see what the forecast has to say with the tarot. So right here in the middle is going to be your present energy like we always do it. We're going to be jumping into that first, and then after that we're going to check out some of your futuristic energy. That'll be talking about the end of May going into June. Wow, summertime is here already. All right, Virgo, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone, but if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can check out one of my previous videos for Virgo, or one of my future ones that'll be coming up soon. Let's go, Virgo. Starting off with your energies, crowning your energies for the month of May, Virgo, you have the Chariot card, which is pretty good. And I have to say, you guys have some great cards for your whole spread, like some good energy coming in for you this month, Virgo, so get ready for that. But you're starting off with the Chariot energy, which means you're ready to dive headfirst into the future. Dive headfirst into something, Virgo, something that you have your eyes set on. You want to head in a certain direction. And with the Chariot card here, is representing the balance that you want to move forward with. The Chariot energy always represents the balance of that yin and yang energy, that light and dark energy, the right brain, the left brain, the masculine, the feminine, all that good stuff balanced out in a way where you can move forward efficiently. And because you are able to balance these things out, these principles out within yourself, you're able to move forward balanced, faster, way more quicker than you were able to move, forward before, right? So taking on that Chariot energy, this also speaks about spiritual gifts, right? Because we have those stars up top, right? Those stars and that blue and that black. You see the symbols that this guy's adorned with. All those codes. Yeah, you have those light codes that you're wearing. You have those spiritual giftings that are kind of like coming online. And because you have all these things coming online with you, you're able to move forward now. You're able to move forward into this next phase of life, this new direction, or just quicker into the direction that you've already been headed in, right? That Chariot energy represents quick movement. 1 second. Okay, right back, Virgo. Sorry about that pause. But like I was saying, you're moving full speed ahead. You're moving swiftly forward into this next phase, of your journey, of your plan, of your blueprint. And you're able to move quickly and more efficiently, like I was talking about, because you're moving forward with a lot more balance. So you've done something energetically, Virgo, where you're balancing out your energies. You're balancing out the two poles that your energy works off, right? Because you can either be too far over on one side of the spectrum, or on the other side. And when we come to a place of balance, when we can kind of like meet our energies right in the middle, and we can operate from the light and dark, we can operate from the masculine and feminine principles, then we take on another level of movement, right? Which is why, clarifying this energy, you have the Queen of Wands here. And the Queen of Wands energy is a very hands-on energy. This is somebody who is definitely very passionate about what they want to do, and they like to kind of get down and dirty. So I feel like during the month of May, Virgo, you're rolling up your sleeves with something. You're wanting to kind of like get deeply involved with whatever you're heading towards to, and whatever it is, you're definitely passionate about it, right? You have a new level of balance. You have a new level of fortitude, of spiritual gifting, of light codes that have come into you. You're able to see things a lot more clearly now when it comes down to your direction in life, right? And because you're able to have a more clearer vision, you're getting a lot more passionate about the things that, you want to invest your energy into. And you also want to, put more time and energy into these things. You want to get more involved, right? You want to be around the people that are in support of these new things that you're trying to invest in. Let's say if it's a project, you're trying to get around those people that will help you build on this project. This Queen of Wands is the socializer, right? She's the social butterfly of the tarot. So this energy, you're able to get into contact with a lot of people. You're able to touch bases with a lot of people that can come together with you, and you guys can kind of like build something together. The Queen of Wands is very good at collaboration. So this month you'll have the ability to collaborate with people to get your goals, completed, or your goals moving right along in the way that you want it to, right? Queen of Wands energy is also very attractive energy. So you may have a lot of people wanting to come into your sphere of influence. You may have people being drawn to your light like moths to a flame, right? Because you're taking on this passionate approach. You're taking on this hands-on approach. You're the social butterfly. You want to be out and about this month. This is the energy that's surrounding you, right? And you're moving pretty quickly. So when people see that you are kind of like coming into your energy with kind of like a momentum or a fast pace, that a lot of times is attractive to a lot of people, right? But to the right people, because the Queen of Wands is very good at, like I said, collaborating with the people that mean something for her cause, right? She doesn't just go collaborate or socialize with people that have nothing to do with what she wants to build. She goes and socializes with the right people. So she's very diplomatic. You're taking a diplomatic approach when it comes down to the people that you're around. You're not just around people just to be around them this month, right? You're not just attracting the people in your energy field that have nothing to do with what you want to build in your life. You're very strategic, even if it's subconscious. Your energy is kind of strategic into who you want to connect with or be around this month, because you want to move forward quickly. When you get to that Chariot energy, you've already been in a place where you were not moving as quickly forward, or there was no movement at all. Right below that, we had the Hangman. So you could have been in the Hangman energy, where you were just kind of like contemplating some things, where there was no movement at all. Almost stagnant energy is what the Hangman represents. But there is kind of like some lessons that you learn when you have to sit still, when you have to hang there upside down. You take on a brand new perspective. You look at things from a new approach. You see things that you weren't able to see before if you were right side up and walking around and moving forward quickly, right? So for a moment in time, you had to slow down a little bit. You had to slow down to become enlightened. You had to slow down maybe just because that's what your circumstance placed you in, a position where you had to kind of like not have a lot of movement, where it almost felt like you were stagnant, where you were stuck a little bit. That's what the Hangman energy represents. But you were productive inside of this energy, because the Hangman energy is not just being stuck just to be stuck, right? It's having to kind of hang there to look at something from a different point of view, like I said before. So you got some enlightenment out of this, which is why you're ready to move forward quickly now, because when you were sitting still in your energy, when you were in your stillness and looking at things from a whole different point of view, you saw some things that kind of like were aha moments. You got some epiphanies. You got some revelation, right? So clarifying the Hangman, we have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles energy talks again about collaboration when it comes down to business, when it comes down to commerce. It also talks about you standing out above the rest. It's kind of like you standing out from the bunch. You making yourself distinctive when it comes down to the pack, right? The rest of the people that are around you, you're kind of like making yourself. You're finding that kind of distinction that sets you apart from everybody else. You're finding a new level of uniqueness, that kind of like puts you, I almost want to say on a pedestal, but I kind of hate that terminology. But you're kind of like standing out, right? You're finding what makes you stand out, and you're kind of finding confidence in that characteristic. And I believe this is what it could have been the epiphany that you had when you kind of felt like you were stuck and you kind of felt like things weren't moving along as fast as you wanted them to move along. You wanted to be in that chariot energy, let's say last month, but last month or in this last phase of energy, you had to sit still and you just had to hang there and you had to see some things and you had to tap in to your own energy, right? But the thing that you could have gotten the epiphany on is that, okay, I stand out in a certain type of way. I have a certain distinction about myself that sets me apart from other people. I have this fingerprint, this signature on my energy that makes me stand out in this type of way. And for a lot of you guys, it could be in the area of the arts, right? You're finding something that you can do creatively or artistically, or just it could be in any form, but this is some type of creativity, some type of distinction that sets you aside, and people are able to see it in the month of May. It feels like you're kind of like in a place where people are like, oh, I can see that you do this and nobody else does it. You tap into this type of energy and I don't see anybody else doing that, and they respect you for that. It's kind of like they give you your props for that. They even want to collaborate with you for that, because the Three of Pentacles is also another card of collaboration, and I know I was tapping into that before with the Queen of Wands. She is a heavy collaborator. So some people want to collaborate with you inside of business. They may want to start a business with you or just collaborate with you in a way where you both or you all can get paid. It could be a lucrative collaboration, but people are seeing what you can add into something that they're trying to build, and you're seeing what they can add into what you're trying to build, and this is just that mutual respect and collaboration that wants to happen this month of May. All right, moving into the Ace of Pentacles, Virgo. So there's definitely something coming in when it comes down to finances. Ace of Pentacles represents a brand new beginning, a brand new start, the greatest potential that you have to make in some form of revenue, some form of lucrative business, right? This can also represent something that's just coming in from the universe. This is the Ace of Pentacles. This is like a gifting that's being gifted to you. So this could be in the form of money. It could be in the form of an opportunity that can make you a lot of money. It could be in the form of someone just coming into, your sphere of influence that could put you into a mindset of wanting to make more money. It could be anything like that, because this is a general reading, but there is something that is wanting to come in, that is coming in the month of May, is a brand new energy, is a brand new start, brand new opening opportunity. That wants to come in and is being offered to you, probably because you're out and about more this month. You're in a place where you're a lot more accessible than maybe you were last month. You're moving along with a certain momentum, and a lot of times when you start to move with a momentum that you haven't had before, like I said, you become more attractive. You attract things to you, and you get more opportunities and more doors that are opened up for you because you're moving. You're putting action into it. The Chariot energy is all about action. So you're taking action this month, right? You're taking action on your goals. You're taking action on your direction, or on where you want to end up, right? You're looking at kind of like the long-term and short-term goals, and you want to get them accomplished. And because you're doing that, it's kind of like some opportunities are opening up for you. In the realm of finances, in the realm of material wealth, Ace of Pentacles, it is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. So this represents a lot of times energy that's kind of like coming in from the past a little bit. This could be a connection with someone that's from the past. It could also be representing, kind of like an equal give and take, right? Because the Six of Pentacles a lot of times represents that equal give and take energy, where maybe if you're collaborating with someone that's coming in wanting to offer you something, or some type of opportunity that's coming in, it's kind of like it's a mutual benefit. This is kind of what I was seeing with this Three of Pentacles card. This is kind of like a mutual opportunity, mutual benefit that's coming in. Now, it could be something that is coming back around, an opportunity that is coming back around from the past that maybe you didn't get a chance to take advantage of before, but now it's coming back around to you like, okay, here you go again. Let's see what you're going to do with this time. And it's definitely going to benefit whoever is offering it to you and you at the same time. You too could be making the offer to each other at the same time if this has to do with the person. Or let's say if it's an organization, they could be benefiting from what you have to offer as much as you're benefiting from what they have to offer to you, right? This Six of Pentacles is just talking about that equal give and take, that reciprocity, that equal reciprocation. So this is going to be a balanced energy that's coming in to offer you something for something that you have to offer. Also, going back to the Chariot, it talks about balance, a balanced approach, bringing more balance into your life to where things can start moving, because you are more in balance. And that's what I'm seeing with this new opportunity that could be coming in the month of March. A balance of finances. This could also represent your finances just being more balanced out. You becoming more financially stable. And this new opportunity that is coming in, or just this energy of you wanting to balance your finances more, is putting you in a place where you're more financially balanced, right? Let's keep it moving. Right below that, we have the Queen of Wands. Once again, so we have the Queen of Wands 2 times. One is a clarifier that's clarifying the Chariot card right up there. And then we have the Queen of Wands down here clarified by the Six of Wands. So a lot of fiery energy. You are on the move. Virgo, let's go. You're ready to take action on your goals. You're ready to take action to make some large leaps, right? It's some of you guys that just want to quantum leap. You have some vision in your head of where you want to be in life, and you want to get there as soon as possible. And the month of May is bringing in this energy that's kind of like pushing you. It's giving you that extra boost where you don't feel like you're in this type of stuck energy. You don't feel heavy, Also, Saturn is in retrograde, so you're not dealing with all of these karmic lessons right now. By the way, Saturn is in retrograde until September the 18th, I believe. So in this period of time, Saturn is not going to be in your way to try to teach you some karmic lesson or make you learn something over and over again. We know the karmic cycles. You won't have to worry about that in the month of May. So you're definitely feeling this drive, this push, this kind of lightness, right? Because what I'm getting is that because Saturn is not that heavily influenced on you right now, you kind of feel like this lightness. It's almost like let's say last month you had a weighted vest that you were wearing maybe for the last couple of months, and you were kind of like weighted down with this vest, but it was a workout vest because Saturn is here to develop us. But now that Saturn is going retrograde, you could take off that development vest, that weighted vest that you work out in, and now just kind of feel the lightness of, oh snap, wow, why do I feel so light? Where's this energy coming from? Now I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that. And the Queen of Wands energy is that type of energy. She is ready to jump off the porch. If any royal person or queen is ready to jump off the porch, is the Queen of Wands. Like, she wants to jump off of her throne and get down and dirty. Like, she is not going to delegate anything. She wants to go do it herself. This is what the Queen of Wands represents. But she also represents she also operates in the feminine principle, right? So she brings what she wants into her field, right? She is not so much about like the king of Wands. He goes and just gets it, and he is very proactive. The Queen of Wands she operates in kind of like that law of attraction energy, where she knows exactly what she wants to, but she attracts it into her world, right? So she does it in kind of like a Jedi way, right? She kind of does like the Jedi mind trick on what she wants. Like, for example, let's say you want something, or let's say somebody that wants somebody else, right? So instead of them actually, how some women do it sometimes, right? They play like hard to get. Men do it also. It's like, I like you, I want you, but I'm not going to let you know that I like you and want you, and that's going to make you like me and want me more, so that's going to make me get what I want. And that's how it works. That's really how the law of attraction works. Like, if you're not all up in somebody's face, and if you're not all trying to chase them down and get them and want them, then they're going to be wanting to do that to you because you're not giving them that attention. So the Queen of Wands is the master at that. She will pursue something and then back off and let it come to her, and then pursue a little bit more and then back off and let it come to her. And this is the energy that you're taking on, Virgo, right? It's kind of like you're that social butterfly. You are able to socialize. You're able to come in contact with energy and just send off those vibes like, I want you, but I really don't want you, which makes people want you anymore. So if this has to do with love in any case, or like you attracting people this month in May, you're going to be pretty attractive, Virgo, because you're giving off that energy of like, I'm passionate, I want what I want you, but I'm not all in your face at the same time. Like I'm attractive myself. The queen of, that's what I'm seeing, like this attractiveness. Look at the sunflower that she has. Look at all of the sunflowers on her throne, right? Look at the color that she's enduring in, like this orange, red. It's all of the colors that would attract, someone to it. Like she stands out, right? Her vibe just kind of stands out, and like people want to come to her like, what's going on? Like, hey, what do you have going on? And then she has such an attractive personality, right? This is what I'm picking up from you guys, Virgo, is just from the Queen of Wands. Your personality will be so attractive in the month of May because you're just like energetic, you're high spirits, you're, moving forward with a quick momentum. And people are like, wait, what's going on? Six of Wands, clarifying the Queen of Wands, victorious, right? This is the card of you being victory, you having recognition, right? People realizing who it is that you are, what you bring to the table. They're actually praising you for it, not in a ego way, but they're recognizing who you are, right? They're recognizing the energy that you have this month. And you, like I said, it's going to be all eyes on you this month for some of you Virgos. Like people are just going to be recognizing what it is that you have that has been there this whole time, but this is your month for them to be like, hey, like, oh, wait a minute, where have you been at? Like, well, you've been here the whole time. Yeah, you have been here the whole time. Yeah, you're the person that always does this. You're the person that, yeah, you know what? We have a place for you. Like this is what we need for you. Like, and you're doing that to other people too because you're heavily collaborating, right? But you're getting recognized for something for this month of May. It could be something that you do, something that you're passionate about, something that you're, just talking about with other people. People are recognizing you for something in this month though. And you're kind of like having a major win in the month of May for something that maybe you were trying to invest your time and energy into for a while now. And you could just come up with a win like, wow, Virgo, I like what you brought to the table. We like what you did there. And, this is just kind of like a congratulations type of vibe. This is like rewards, like people recognizing you for what it is that you do. So look out for that in the month of May, Virgo. All right. So I like this whole energy that you guys are kind of having. Let's keep it moving. All right. So this is going to be your futuristic energy. All right. How are you guys going to close out May? Starting off with the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups usually represents clouds and smokes, smoke and mirrors. I think that's the saying, right? Where you kind of can't see as clear when it comes down to your options, your offers. And this kind of makes sense because you're going to be very attractive in the month of May and you're attracting a lot of things into your field. So you're going to have a lot of options coming in and you may not know exactly which one to choose. This is kind of like confusion a little bit because you're overwhelmed by the amount of offers and options that you have. This can also represent, illusions also, like things looking a lot better than they are. Everything that glitters is not gold. This is that card. So watch out for that with the opportunities that are coming your way. You want to kind of Maybe take your time a little bit, even though you're ready to get things popping, right? You're ready to jump off the porch. You want it right here, right now. You also want to slow down enough to be like, okay, let me make sure I not miss any small details, right? I want to cross all my T's and dot all of my I's, as well as move forward as quickly as I can. So this is just kind of like the warning from the cards to, you know, ground your energy a little bit. Don't get stuck in the clouds. Ground your energy, ground your emotional energy, because you could have so much high emotions and high spirits at this time that it could cloud your vision. It could cloud your direction, right? So you don't want to kind of get lost in the smoke or get lost in the emotional energy, right? Which is why you have the King of Cups here. So I don't think that you guys will have a problem with being lost in the smoke, you know, again, being lost in the sauce. This is what that card is, Seven of Cups. Don't get lost in the sauce. But you guys are taking on that King of Cups energy, which represents total control and balance and maturity of your emotional state and your emotional world. You being able to balance your emotions in a way where you can use them as an asset, as a weapon, where your emotions are not victimizing you, and you know, you're not getting hit by the next wave of emotions and you just get blown out, and then you have to get back on your surfboard and try again. You have become a master surfer if you're taking on the energy of the King of Cups. You can surf those emotional waves like nobody else can, right? You can take it on, like, and stay on top of the wave and go up under the wave when you're supposed to, and just maneuver through the emotions that you feel. Because you have such high energy and such passionate energy, you're going to have that match of that emotional energy that comes right along with it. But the King of Cups is able to stay grounded and level-headed, even though the emotional roller coaster is there. Right? So you've been on this emotional roller coaster so many times that it's kind of like, you know, you don't scream when everybody else is screaming, when the roller coaster is dropping down at 80 miles per hour, right? You're just like, oh, okay, yeah, this is fun. But you're still able to look and see, you know, what you're supposed to be seeing. You're not caught up in what everybody else gets caught up in. You're not caught up in the glitz and glamour. You're like, hey, I'm here for a reason. Like, I'm on a mission. Like, so yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Going down King of Swords with the Queen of Swords. So for some of you guys, this could represent you kind of approaching somebody like they're approaching you. I feel like you're matching somebody's energy, and this person that you're matching could be an air sign, or they're taking on those air qualities, right? That's for one scenario, because I feel like you're kind of having to take on a King of Swords energy towards somebody who's taking on a Queen of Swords energy towards you, which is kind of like cold, detached, very logical, unemotional, does not show their feelings or emotions in any type of way, and maybe because this person is coming on to you very detached and unemotional, you have to take on that energy too, just to match their energy if you're wanting to deal with this person. If it has to do with, you know, a attraction or a relationship, there's a certain somebody who, you know, you're mirroring their energy. This is kind of like I don't know, I like this for some reason. Like, I don't know. If you're going to a place where you have to all the way go in and take on that King of Swords energy for this person because they are coming off as a Queen of Swords, like, I think you like them. For you guys that this has to do with, you know, a relationship or somebody that you're attracted to. So in the month of May, yeah, look out for that. Like, you're taking on a logical approach to a relationship with somebody who is also equally logically taking that on. Now, for other people who this has nothing to do with a relationship, this is just talking about your communication and you being in complete balance when it comes down to the way you communicate yourself. You know, you're communicating very great, very diplomatic approach. You have the masculine and feminine approach of the way you're communicating your thoughts, you know, the way you're communicating, you know, what it is that you want You're taking on that masculine and feminine approach. It's like you're very logical with this approach, with this way of communicating. You're not allowing your emotions to kind of get in the way because you're grounding your emotions. So this kind of puts you in a place where you can communicate very clearly. You know, you can get your point of view across very accurately, very concise with your words. Your vocabulary is very, good right about now. Not like mine. I'm using the word good when I was supposed to go like great or, vast. Your vocabulary is like vast right now. That was the word that I was going for, right? So you kind of like have this silver tongue about yourself coming into the month of May, maybe the end of May. You're taking on that type of energy of communication where you can communicate one type of way and another type of way. You could be very direct and very indirect. You could be very quick and short with people, and you can get right to the point with your words and your communication. Like, this is exactly what I want. This is what I need. What do you have to say to that, right? Very logical. Or this is just somebody that you're changing your energy up with. It could be an air sign that you're kind of like mirroring their energy, and you're like, oh, I see that you're very like logical and, unemotional right now. Let me take on that energy too, so that our communication could be very good. You could also be having a mind connection with somebody, a mental connection, because this keeps jumping out. This is kind of like a couple. Whoever you're dealing with right now, you could have a strong mental connection with them, and you're very attracted to their mind. You like the way that their mind works. You are sapiosexual. Some of you Virgos out there, and you're attracted to this person's mind, and their mind just turns you on, and it's like, I don't even care about getting physical and emotional with you. I just want to see how deep your mind goes, how vast your mind is, how broad your views are, how open-minded you are. I like your take on politics. I like your take on the arts and other things, social dynamics. I like you. I like your mind, right? So that's happening with some of you guys. Let's keep it moving. The Hermit card, right? Now, the Hermit card is clarified by the Three of Swords. So it seems like you're reviewing a little bit some hurt that, you're going to the depths right now when it comes down to some past hurt or some hurt that's just still there lingering that you're wanting to deal with. You're wanting to loose yourself from some bondage, when it comes down to your heart space, when it comes down to pain that could have, you could have experienced, the emotional type of pain, the heart, hurt, or just the type of pain that lingers in your mind, right? Because the Three of Swords is a mind card, right? Where you could have been hurt in the past, but it's just kind of like in your mind now, and it is still experience in your mind, but the experience is no longer there, but you still feel it every time it's kind of like, somebody who touched some fire and got burnt. Now every time they get around fire, they're like, oh man, I don't like fire. This is that type of, but you're choosing to shine a light on that this month, and you kind of want to get to the nitty gritty. You want to get down inside of this hurt. You want to inspect it a little bit. This is what the Hermit card is talking about. Like, you want to go internal and see exactly why you feel this hurt. What makes you want to repeat this pain? What makes you want to hold back from being around fire because you got burnt by fire one time, right? You're getting into the mechanism of it because it's kind of like you want to free yourself from it, right? So in order to free yourself from something that happened to you that was traumatizing, you have to go deep, right, into your mainframe. You have to go deep into your computer, and that's what you're doing, Virgo. Towards the end of the month, I feel like you're kind of like taking on that hermit energy a little bit, because you're going to be out and about the whole month of May. I feel like it. But maybe you're going to have some experiences with all this that you're doing that kind of makes you be like, okay, I see this area right here is not firing as much as it should be. So you're going up. Excuse me. One sec. Okay, sorry about that. So you're going up under your hood is what I was about to say. You're going up under your hood and you're looking at it closely, like, all right, let me see what's happening with my engine, right? Because something in the engine is not firing the way it should. You're looking at your belts, you're looking at the alternator, you're trying to find exactly what it is that's keeping your engine, from firing off. That's towards the end of May, going into June, though. So just look out for that. I don't think it's going to be that deep. I don't feel that deepness of you just stopping your whole life and going into a dark night of the soul type of period where you just need to. I just feel like you need to go under your hood at a certain point at the end of May and just do a checkup, right? Let me check what's going on. All right, now let's get back to it. Right under that, we have the Nine of Cups clarified by the Strength card. So Nine of Cups is the wish card, the wish fulfillment. You could be getting some type of wish that is fulfilled towards the end of May, going into June, right? Something makes you happy. Something makes you feel content. This is the card that brings you satisfaction. Like, I feel content right now. I'm full, right? This is what the Nine of Cups represents, you being full, your energy being full. And you're like, I feel good in the space that I'm in. I feel great with how long how far I've come. And I could just sit here and take it all in. And it could be alluding to the amount of internal strength that you have taken on, just from being you and, going through so many experiences. It's like you could be recognizing that you have this new level of fortitude and strength, and people could be recognizing it in you, and it's just making you feel like, oh man, finally, I got to this point that I've been dreaming of getting to for so long. This point of having this inner strength, right? Where I could take that mask off right there and just be myself, my naked self, my transparent self. And I like how this person looks. Like, look at what she's wearing. Like, she's so unique, right? She stands out. She is in touch with who she is. Like, look what she is wearing, right? It's very beautiful, if you ask me. So maybe you're tapping into your beauty, your unbound beauty towards the end of May, Virgo, and you're happy with it. You feel like it's a wish come true, right? So I'm going to wrap it up right there for you, Virgo. We almost hit 40 minutes. I hope you guys enjoy that reading. If it did resonate with you, then like I always say, do me a favor and like, share, subscribe, or comment. I will be back with another reading for you guys either at the end of this month or next month, Virgo. Until next time, later.